So this is the first Halloween look that I'm doing. It's on a Masquerade look. I actually forgot to do an intro, so I'm just gonna go right into the tutorial. So as you can see, I have my daytime makeup on. We're not going to be starting from scratch with this tutorial. Most likely you'll probably come home after work and add onto your makeup for your Halloween party. That's why I'm sticking to whatever I have and just working with it. If you're wondering what I have on already, I will list the information down below. I'm going to use a handheld mask for this tutorial, so I don't want my look to be too dramatic. I'm making it bold enough but still wearable. If you are going to be using a mask that tie around your head, then be my guest and make it as bold as you want. So this is the look that I have on already, and it's not too dramatic. I really like it. It's bold enough for me. First thing you want to do is take your mask and place it around your eye area, and then take your white liner. I'm using NYC white liner, and the reason that we're using a white liner is that it's easier to blend out and it can act as your highlight color as well. Take the liner and do some marking by drawing out the shape of the eye, and this will be the guideline for our eyeshadow placement. So as you can see, I already have it drawn out, and this is the shape of it. Because I have folded lids, I am going to be placing most of the shadow right there. So when I open up my eyes, the shadow will show and it won't hide anywhere like that. So the first color that I'm using is from Naked Cosmetic, and this is like a charcoal gray kind of color with sparkles in it, and it's from the Ebony collection in AB01. I'm going to be taking a crease brush from Joe Fresh, and any kind of crease brush would do. We're going to be taking this color and placing it on our outer corner only. And we're just going to use that color to deepen that whole area up to add drama to it. And follow the guideline and don't go above it because you won't be able to see the color anyways after you put the mask on. Just blend it out and don't worry about how it looks like, because we will be blending out the whole look later on. The that we're using is a dark sparkly purple, and this one is from the Naturally Nude collection in NN01. We are going to be taking another crease brush or blending brush, and this one's from Kirkland. We're going to take the brush and dip it into pigment and tapping out the excess. We're going to place this color right next to the gray and overlapping it a bit. This will make it much bolder, as you can see. You want to make sure you tap out the excess before you place the shadow, because we only want a very sheer amount of it on our lids. And we're going to take a fluffy brush and just blend the edges out a little bit. Taking the same brush, we're going to be taking the Naked palette from Urban Decay. I'm going to take the color Hustle, and we are going to place that right where we put the purple eyeshadow. Then I am going to be taking Toasted, and I am going to be placing this right in the middle, blending it out, and this will be our transitioning color. A pinkish purple shadow. This is from the Naturally Nude collection in NN05. We're going to be taking a flat shading brush. This is from e.l.f. And we are going to be taking the brush and dipping it into the pigment and tap out the excess. Make sure you do that. Then we're going to place the shadow right in the middle. And we're going to be using a patting motion instead of a wiping windshield motion to prevent fallouts. So just pack that on. Now we're going to be using the Naturally Nude collection in NN01, and the other one is from Rainforest collection in RF02. We're going to be mixing these two colors together to make the perfect shade. Two shadows, we're going to be patting that on our inner corner of the eye. You're probably wondering why is the other eye so much brighter than the one we're working on. We're going to be using a foiling technique to brighten up the whole look. So I am going to be taking my Evian water spray, and I'm going to spray it on the back of my hand, and we're going to take the brush and just wet it, and dip the brush into the shadow. We're going to be starting it off with the purple eyeshadow and patting that right in the middle. We want to pat it on. We don't want to swipe it on or anything like that. And you can see already that it's making the purple stand out a lot more. It's more metallic and it just brightens up the whole look. Foiling is great for just giving that color an extra pop. Patting on the purple shadow, continue with the gold. So just do the same thing, wet the brush and dip it into the shadow and tap off the excess and pat it on. So you can see that it's a lot brighter than before. So now we're going to take a fluffy blending brush and blend out the harsh lines. Then you can decide to darken up the look if you want. I decided to do it because I think the blending kind of took away the shadow intensity. So I'm just building up the color. So just repeat all the steps and you'll be good to go. When you're done with the shadow, you want to grab your mask and just place it around your eye area just to check up on the shadow and see if you need to add anything or you need to kind of darken up the whole look. I'm going to take my two liquid eyeliners. I'm using Revlon Color Stay liquid liner, and this one it's a little lighter, and I'm going to use it as a guideline. Then I'm going to be using the Cybercolor waterproof style liner, and this is a lot darker than the Revlon one. So I'm just going to use the Revlon one to make a little guideline, and I am going to be bringing this out. Now to finish off the wing, connect the line, and you can see that you are making a tiny triangle. Just fill the triangle in, and you will have a perfect wing. Now taking the Cybercolor liner, make sure to get out the excess. Then we're going to just trace the line that we already made. And this liner is a lot darker, so it's going to make the look much bolder. Now take your favorite mascara. I'm using Zoom Lash, and I already curl my lashes before this step. Make sure you curl your lashes before mascara. You don't want to do it afterwards. This will damage your lashes. So now coat your lashes really well. I'm applying 2 layers. You can also use false lashes if you want to, but I actually don't like false lashes, so I will be skipping that step. Now we're going to take the Almi Makeup Erase Stick, and it's pretty much a Q-tip filled with makeup remover. We're going to snap off the ends and soak the Q-tip. We're going to clean off any mess that we made underneath our eyes, and this is going to take away the fallouts of the shadows, and it will also take away your concealer. But don't worry about that, we'll touch that up later. We're going to take the e.l.f. black pencil liner and run this along your lower lash line. And now we're going to be taking a detail brush, and we're going to be taking the 2 oldest shadows that we used earlier, and we're going to run this along our inner corners of our lower lash line. And this is going to connect the shadows up on our lids. And to finish off the look, we're going to use our concealer. This is the Maybelline Mineral Power Concealer. And just pat the concealer underneath the eyes, and this will complete the whole look. Here's a closer look at the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay safe on Halloween. Stay tuned for more tutorials coming up next week. See y'all. Bye!